Thanks for joining me today. So last week, kind of crazy week. Had a missed mindset Monday last Monday. Had surgery on the previous Friday on my knee, and so wasn't feeling well. One, I needed to be not on my feet after that. So anyhow, so hey, we're back on a for a new mindset Monday. If you guys checked out, I shot a video last Friday that was kind of like a Friday version, maybe of Mindset Monday, just to kind of sharing with you, hey, what I've learned over the last week. Because we also last week, I live in Southwest Florida in Fort Myers, and we had Hurricane Milton come through, made landfall just north of us. And so we had, we evacuated. So we were gone for most of the week last week to the other side of the state, and got back home on Thursday afternoon. So last week was kind of a crazy week, having this coming off the surgery, the hurricane, all of those things. But hey, it's all good. We're back in our home. We had no damage. And so we're very, very grateful for that. So what I want to talk about today is, so there's this meme that you may have seen going around on social, right? It says, people are jealous of what you have, not how you got it. And it got me thinking about that as I've seen that pop up different things. And it got me thinking of, instead of us being jealous around what other people have, and it's so easy to do because we live in a comparison world, and especially because of social media, and that's the good and the bad of social media. Obviously, I utilize social media in my life and in my business. Just careful about how I do that. And so many times is that we see in social media is like, everyone posts like, everything is great. Like their business is great. They've got the best marriage. They've got the most well-minded children or animals or whatever, all of that is. And the thing about it is that when we see someone that is highly successful in something, one of two things can happen. One, it could just be a facade. It could just be made up, that it really isn't that way. I like to err on the side of it is that I look at something like that, and especially for me, in a business world, I help local service providers grow their businesses. And so for me, when I look at someone that, at their business and kind of go, man, they have built an awesome business. I'm jealous of that. I applaud them, and I challenge you to do the same thing. That's what to be jealous of. And this is kind of what I titled today's Mindset Monday, is be jealous of what it took. And what that means is that what I found now in over 3 decades, 33 years of owning and running businesses, is the shortcut is the process. Meaning is you've just got to do the work. You've just got to put it in. And we see people where they're like, man, this person has, an awesome, relationship. They have a great marriage. Well, the issue is usually behind that is there was all the work that went into it. What we didn't see is the arguments and the things that didn't go well, or the work and the time spent in building that relationship. The same thing with a business. When we see someone where it's like, man, their business is awesome. It just keeps growing and growing. What we want to say, or what people will say, is like, well, they were lucky, or I wonder what they had to do, to do that, or, all of these other things, because there's where kind of that jealousy comes into us, is because we see what other people have that we don't. And there's the challenge where we have to really be careful about comparison. Okay. Because what we don't know is we don't never really know the full story behind pretty much anything. And I will pretty much believe this is that all of that, anything that is successful, people that are in shape, that they have ground it out by doing the things that other people won't do in order to get there. And that's not meaning that they're unethical or they're the wrong things. Meaning is, if you want to stay in shape, it's just like, hey, I can't eat chocolate cake every day. I've got to have some discipline, the discipline of getting up, going to the gym, exercising regularly, right? Watching what I eat. No difference in my relationships, right? Putting in the work. That's really ultimately it. And there's where the issue of it is that not to be jealous of what they have is being jealous of like, hey, do I have, in which I believe that all of us do, have the ability to do that? I do. It's just doing it. As I always say, as Jim Rohn always says, easy to do, easy not to do. I say it's easy to do. It's easier not to do it. And so I challenge you, as I challenge myself this week, as you see people in your world, or whether that's through social media or whatever that looks like, your daily life of that, is instead of being jealous of what they have, maybe asking like, hey, how did you you do this? Like, how did you build this business? How have you built this great relationship? Why are your kids so awesome? What is the, because if we do that, if we're willing to come from a place of like learning, it will definitely help us in our daily lives. And so, and then other things that we may be great at in certain areas, if like, is to be able to share that with others. Hey, here's what happened. I had these challenges in my life. This is what I did, to overcome that. And this was the result inside of that. So if we help each other, just like, get better, everybody gets better. That was my whole thing of when I created Mindset Monday some 10 years ago. Really was more so to keep myself accountable to these things that I say, that I share with you guys. When I challenge you, I'm challenging myself. Where am I comparing myself to others in my business or my life or whatever that is? And where am I not maybe spending the time and doing the hard work, doing the hard things that it's going to take to get those results? Well, so that's what I've got for you in today's Mindset Monday. I hope that helps. It's great being back. Thank you guys for joining me and always supporting me. And go out, make it an awesome day, put in the work, and